If you don't want to buy lube or you don't have access to lube, I promise you, spit works. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So this video, as you can see from the title, is about losing my virginity. So if you're not 13 or older, you click out of this video. Go to a different video, you feel me? It's PG-13. Stay until the end because I'm gonna have tips and bonuses. It's just tips just in general for us women and us females that are sexually active. If you're new here, I'm Mijah J. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can get notified whenever I do post.
So let's get into the story.
I lost my virginity to my current baby daddy. But he was my first boyfriend at the time, and that's, yeah, what we did. The day before, we were chilling in my room. My parents were in the living room. We had like the door cracked or whatever. And he was like rubbing on my belly. And then when he got lower, it was like lower on my abdomen or whatever. And it like started tingling, like I like jumped. And he was like, "Ooh."
You ever some that one?
And I was like,
No, it tickles.
you feel me? Trying to be all, act like it wasn't nothing, because it wasn't nothing. You don't show these little ninjas that they something important. But I was like, no, it just tickles. But yeah, so he did that. I think he did like probably finger me or whatever. Yeah, sorry, I'm just uncomfortable for you guys. Again, it's PG-13. But yeah, so he was like playing with me, whatever. Got like dumb wet, and I was like,
Damn, this shit's cool.
so I think because my parents were home and all that shit, it was time for him to go, so he left. And we were texting, I was like, damn, like, I wish I had these messages, but it was literally like 4 years ago. It was in, or 5 years ago. It was in 2013, I think, I don't know. We were texting like, well, too bad I didn't go any further, like stuff like that, you know, just like trying to act cool. But we talked about it before, like, he knew I was a virgin, I know he was a virgin. Just like that, like we really talked about it before anything. And we were dating, honestly, we were dating for like a few months. Because I was 17, almost 18, I think it was like April. So I was 4 months away from being 18. He was like 2 months from being 18, or 3 months from being 18. And everybody was doing it, and we were juniors in high school at this point. So we're kind of grown, like we weren't hoeing around like in the middle school stage or throughout high school. Like we were literally just, I was just chilling. It wasn't because of any pressure, like we're trying to get rid of it or like get over it. It was just happening. And we were dating. So anyway, so the day after is when he came over, and it was at my mom's house. My dad was at work. Mom, I think she was at like the store, the grocery store, or somewhere. I don't know, she was doing something. What's up, y'all? It's future Mijah J. Coming at you from the editing sin with my sister, Mijah. My mom was at the gym. Get your workout on. She's gonna kill me when she watches this video, y'all. And continue. She wasn't home, but my sister was home, and she had her friends over. And then, so my boyfriend and I, we were just chilling in my bedroom at the time at my mom's house. And then my sister was like, hey, we're gonna go to the park because they're teenagers, they just wanna get into stuff. So I was like, okay, whatever, bye. So they went to the park, and I think we was just like chilling in the room, probably watching Netflix. I think he did it again, like he's rubbing my belly, like touched the lower abdomen area to where like it tickles. And then he was like fingering me and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is cool, and I was wet, so I was like, all right, I think it's time. So we're like kissing and stuff and feeling it. It was really good, like we're chilling, like vibing. I think Netflix was on the background again. So then I don't think he gave me head. I don't think he gave me head. If he did, I was just like, okay, obviously it was my first time, so I was like, this is weird. I don't want you down there. I don't want you to kiss my mouth after this. Like, this is real, like, real shit, y'all, okay? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm just a professional. Or at least, not at that time, you feel me? Because now, you know, got a baby for a reason. No, but, so back at this time, yeah, like, getting head and stuff was just really weird for me. And honestly, it was really weird for me until maybe recently. Like, I just finally got over that, like, don't do that, and then don't kiss me. I don't know, like, yeah, it's my body and my fluids and stuff, but I just wasn't feeling it. So, anyway, so he may have done that, he may not have, I don't know. But if he did, I was just like, okay, come on. Because I always did that in our relationship. I was just like, okay. So now it's like, we're getting into it. He, like, takes off his shirt and, like, takes off his pants. And then he probably took off mine. I don't know if I took him off or he took him off, but we took him off together. I kept my shirt on because I have really small boobs, and honestly, I was kind of insecure about my boobs, but I kind of like didn't give a F because you can't do nothing about it. Like, I'm not gonna get a boob job. I'm fucking 17, you know what I mean? So I was like, whatever. But I kept my shirt on, or maybe a bra on, I don't know, just to be comfortable, just because I'm gonna be comfortable. I don't care, it's my first time. If I don't want you seeing this, I don't want you seeing it. We're getting into it. And I know a lot of people, like my mom always told me, just women in general, they're like, oh, your cherry's gonna pop, like there'll be blood, it might hurt, it'll probably hurt, stuff like that. Girl, I promise you, sis, I promise you, like for me, it didn't hurt not one bit. Now the reason I think that, and I asked my sister, I hope she's okay with me telling this, but I asked her too, like a while back when she first like lost hers, she said hers didn't hurt either. Like, so our thought process was we were actually like really wet, like we wanted to have sex with this person. Not saying that y'all don't, vaginas have their own like thing going on too. We did it, a whole shebang. There was no blood, like, I don't know, it lasted a good amount of time, maybe like 10 minutes? 10, 15 minutes, I don't know. It was a good amount of time. So we're getting done, I go to the bathroom, still nobody's in the house, and I'm like going to the bathroom, like, okay, it wasn't actually blood, and I didn't see anything in the toilet. So like I wiped, and then I was like, there's a little bit of blood. I was like, okay, maybe this is it. Like maybe it's just a little amount of blood. And that was, I promise you, girl, like that was literally all I had. Now, there are like scientific evidence that you can pop your cherry before. And I mean, I've had my period for a few years prior to having sex. So I don't know, maybe it was popped a while ago, because you can pop it doing any type of sports, whether that be track or you're stretching, I don't know, just all kinds of shit, you feel me? Like, I don't know biology, that's just what the fuck happens. So yeah, just a little bit of blood, and then we're just chilling, whatever, like put on our clothes, and we're just hanging out at this point. Then my sister comes back from the park, and I'm like,
What did y'all do?
and we were like, what? We was just watching TV, girl. But yeah, so that was that. If you want to know the rest of that story, about my mom finding out that I lost my virginity, let me know in the comments, and I will make another video about that because she's crazy. Now we're gonna go into the tips, okay? Because this is like the super important part. Like the virginity part, that was just me telling my life story, you know. But the tips are like what you need to know for real, girl. Like if you're for real, like about this, you want to do this, or you're just interested and want to learn about it, this is for you. Tip numero uno. Okay, if it's your first time, I feel like it should be with someone that you like care about, because it is your first time. Like, I know it's, a lot of people think it's cliche, like whatever, like just get it over with, or people are like, it's your first time, like you'll have more, stuff like that. But honestly, make sure like you want to do this, whether you're 13, whether you're 29, make sure you are ready to do this with the person you are doing it with. You can say no at any moment, okay? Whether that moment is while you're kissing, you say, no, I don't want to have sex, or while that is, he's literally like in you, like penetrating you, you can say, okay, I'm done. But make sure you genuinely want to have sex with this person, okay? Don't do it because of peer pressure. Don't do it because everybody else is doing it. Nobody gives a fuck. I promise you, nobody gives a fuck when you lost your virginity, or if you're a virgin until marriage, or a virgin until you die. We don't care. That's your body. It's your vagina, baby. So you do it on your timing and make sure it's with the right person for you. Tip number 2, make sure, please make sure he gets you wet. Otherwise it will hurt. It will be uncomfortable, especially for your first time, bro. It is your first freaking time of something literally going in you, other than a tampon, if you use tampons or anything like that. Like, it's a totally different feeling and all that stuff. Just make sure you are wet. And then if you're asking, Mijah, how the fuck do we get wet? Well, you'll either naturally be wet, like kissing, it's turning you on, you're getting excited. You're getting excited, essentially. He can use his fingers. And if he doesn't want to touch you, like if he's not comfortable doing that, then he shouldn't be comfortable having sex. If he's not comfortable, like if you're like, hey, can we do some foreplay? And foreplay is like the kissing and touching and rubbing and all that stuff, like the boobs, whatever you're comfortable with, you can ask him like, listen, we need some foreplay, because girl, if you're not wet, it is going to hurt and it's not gonna wanna go in. Tip number 3, if you're having issues with getting wet, I guess, but you know, like you wanna have sex, you're like, you feel like you're horny, you're just not wet, you can use lube. They have lube at like freaking Walmart, Walgreens, regular stores, Spencer's, hell, everywhere. A sex store, go wherever you need to go to get lube. If you don't want to buy lube or you don't have access to lube, I promise you, bitch, spit works. And a lot of y'all like, but I feel if you're with somebody that you want to, if you're about to have sex with somebody, you're comfortable enough to literally open up your legs and let a man inside of you, you should probably be comfortable enough to let him spit on you to get his shit inside of you. Like, y'all are kissing, that's spit. But whatever. So tip number 4, if you are done first, that is okay. It is up to you. So I've talked to a lot of women who have been like, I was done and I was just done. And I've been there, like I've been there, done that, felt it. Like when you're like done, literally, I don't know what it is. I feel like nobody talks about this, but literally when you're done, you go from being wet to just like, you're dry. Like you're done, like your vagina is literally dry. You're just like, and I know like females always trying to say, oh, my PUSSY is the best in the world. Like it's always wet. He getting lost in the sauce, whatever, whatever. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But you know damn well, nobody wants to be honest because everybody wants to have this wet. Girl, who wants to be wet all the damn time? Shut up. Sorry, tangent. But if you do like get dry, like when you're done, you'll get dry. And if, I guess, you care enough about the person, like you want him to finish as well, you can do like little tricks like using your fingers and like rub your clit, because usually if you're a young female and your partner also is a young male or someone who's never had sex before or only watches Pornhub to find out how to have sex, and girl, you gotta do it yourself. You really gotta help yourself out. Like it's your body, you wanna be pleased, all that stuff. So you can add, you can spit on your hands, put some down there while he's like doing his stuff, or you can use your fingers, play with your clit. If you know where that's at, Google it, and go to anatomy, I don't know. Rub your clit a little bit, like any little things can really help. The next tip, it piggybacks off that. So as far as like trying to get yourself in the mood or like keep going for him or for yourself just because you want to go another round and stuff like that, you can have him like grab your boobs. If you're not comfortable with that, rub the inner thighs or the inner thighs. You can rub those or have him rub them, just stuff like that. Like if you're not comfortable with this person like touching your body and doing these things, then you probably shouldn't be having sex because you're just doing it just to have sex. If you're literally not comfortable being fully naked, that's another tip. If you're not comfortable being fully naked with someone, then you really don't need to be having sex with them. You don't have to be fully naked to have sex. That's not what I'm saying. Obviously in my story, I wasn't fully naked, but I would have been fine taking off my shirt. Like I really don't care. I embrace my body. Like I have no boobs, that's okay. I have no butt, that's okay. Like I'm fat, that's okay. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck cares? It's your body as long as you're happy. But yeah, if you think that, hey, I will not get naked in front of this person, then maybe you should consider not having sex with them, just because why don't you want to get naked in front of them? You should be comfortable enough. If they can literally put their penis inside of your vagina, you should be comfortable enough to be completely naked in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, just really think about that. Don't do it just because everybody's saying do it, get it over with. Don't. If it's not your time, it's not your time. Don't rush it. Like it is literally your body. Another tip is, if you look good, you feel good, and that's just in life. So when you're when you're about to have sex, or you think you're about to go to his house or wherever y'all going, and you wanna like, you think you're like it's about to be that time, make sure you're cleaned up down there, you're fresh, cleaned up in a sense as whatever you like down there. Make sure it's good, whether that's completely bald, whether that's a landing strip, whether it's a triangle, all kinds of stuff. Just make sure you're good down there. Make sure you smell good. Another tip, use protection, whether that be birth control or condoms, preferably both. If you can't get birth control, preferably condoms. So just always have protection. If it's that serious to you, like you wanna have, like get on and poppin', then you carry your own protection. So yeah, sis, I really think that wraps up all the tips and bonus. Oh, one last tip. So if you can, please, 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 after every partner, if you're gonna be sexually active in that way, after every partner, please get tested. Know the facts about everything, please. Just know the facts about everything. Be safe out there. Do what you gotta do. If you wanna be sexually active, I really hope this was, or if you are sexually active, I hope this was very beneficial to you. If you are on the verge of losing your virginity, good. Sex is fun and enjoyable, and it's just be with the right person. And I just don't want y'all to get with the wrong person, do the wrong things, be uncomfortable, think it's abnormal or weird. Like this channel is literally just to talk about real shit. So if you don't feel comfortable going to mom, or you don't have a bigger sister or friends that want to talk about this shit, you can come ask me. Literally, if you don't want to put in the comments, DM. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment if you have any questions for me. Just want to say, hey, what's up? I'm new here. Hey, girl. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah. Weezy out of here. The dash is digi, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie.